I started the Couch to 5K in August 2025 and I finished it in December 2025. And what I found was that running was actually pretty easy once I understood that it's all to do with momentum. See, when it comes to things like running, they're often very, very hard to start. When it comes to any kind of habits in general, it takes a lot of willpower and mental capacity to start. But once you start them, it honestly becomes a lot easier because like you've gotten over the first mental hurdle, which is starting something brand new for the first time, kind of accepting you're probably going to be shit at it to start, but as long as you can accept that and know that the only way is up, you'll make success, you'll make progress very quickly. And I feel like when it comes to running, that people or like started running before, they're kind of scared to start. I don't know where I saw it once. I think I was on Twitter or X or whatever it's called nowadays, and I saw a post that said, "How do runners just start running out of nowhere?" And I think they're trying to make a joke out of it, and I thought it was pretty funny actually. Maybe I'll find the tweet somewhere and show you exactly what it said. But it's like, so you just start walking and then just start legging it out of nowhere. And I was like, that's pretty fucking funny to be fair. Yeah, do I just start legging it, bro? I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, you fucking do, to be fair. There's no reason for bro to be doing all that. Like, that's the kind of joke that always coincides with people doing things that are kind of out of the ordinary. I wouldn't say running's out of the ordinary, but if you just like go from straight walking to sprinting, obviously you look kind of strange, aren't you? So that's what I was thinking. And running isn't this like random awkward thing that you do. It's a lifestyle habit, and if you want to like seriously consider getting fitter and healthier, running is one of the best things you can do for heart health, improve cardiovascular endurance a lot. I'm not going to really go into much about that, but in terms of the kind of perception of running, it isn't this random awkward thing you do. It's just a way to keep fit and healthy. Like, that's all it is really. And in the case of do I start legging it, yeah, you do really. That's kind of how it is. You kind of warm up, get your heart rate pumping, and then just start running. That's literally it. And if people see you, they probably are going to think you're strange, but who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? If you want to go after something, you want to start doing something, who gives a fuck what other people think? You know. To answer your question, do I start legging it? Yes, you do. You do start legging it. And once you kind of take this approach and mindset when it comes to starting running, once you just take that first step and you keep doing that again and again and again, you make your goal very small and achievable, and then over time you just make it small and achievable, and then you keep repeating that over and over again. And then what you start to see happening is that your consistency goes very slowly, kind of like you're walking the hill of a mountain, and it starts off very slow, it starts perking upwards, and then as you get that momentum, you start to find it gets a lot easier, and then that mountain kind of starts to perk all the way up, and then you'll be at a point where you're so consistent and you're making a shitload of progress that it feels so easy to keep going because you've come so far. But what you will start to notice is that when you've got all this momentum, it's going to be quite hard to sustain if you've been going super hard for quite a long amount of time. And I found that this happened to me during the Couch to 5K, or just about a few weeks after I'd finished. After running for that kind of 3.5 months training, kind of building my way all the way up to 5K, and then achieving it, I was like, oh, that's a sick feeling. I've done it now. Fucking smashed it. And then what happened after that was I'd gone from consistently running 3 times a week to taking a complete week off and not running at all. And then as I tried to get back into it, I couldn't keep up that. I couldn't sustain that 3 running sessions a week kind of pace. And I had to slow it right down. And then what I came to realize and understand is that going forward, I didn't enjoy running 3 times a week because it was quite a lot to balance alongside hitting the gym 3 times a week, amongst other things. And what I found was that I quite enjoyed running, but I dialed it down to 2 times a week, and I found that to be the sweet spot because A, I'm still running, and B, I can balance it alongside my gym workouts. And running twice a week is what I've done in the past 2-3 weeks, and that's what I've stuck to and maintained real consistency with. And going forward, I'm gonna continue running twice a week and watch my progress kind of work its way back up, as I got into a bit of a running rut recently, and I kind of want to work my way back up to running for longer again and not have my body completely shut down before I start reaching longer distances. And from one bro to another, all I want to say is don't overcomplicate it, especially when you're in the early stages. The only thing that matters is showing up. That is all that matters. So that's all I got to say. Thanks for watching.